IAM. So what is IAM? IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. So what is identity? Identity is of any user. Okay, like if any user join AWS, so what is your role? So there you will find that I'll have an option. Let me go back where we can find this inside the services. So we have this option, security, identity, and compliances. In that we'll have the IAM. Okay, that is used to manage access to AWS resources. So who is resources? Like you people. Like for example, someone user with the name test join any organization. Okay, like you join any organization or any MNC. So initially they'll provide you some restricted access. Like someone is from development. Okay, so you'll get access according to the development zone. Someone is from DBA, so they'll provide you database access. So accordingly, what they can do, they can set up your name. So how a IAM user created, what are the other stuffs we have in this IAM? So this is the dashboard of IAM, right? There what we'll have some option which are user group, users, role, policies, multiple options are there. So first of all, let me create a user. There I'll have the add button. I can click on this add user option. And with that, I can create multiple user in one group. Like we'll have this option plus plus. So we can click on this plus plus, and after that multiple users can be created. So let me create a user test. This will be test 2. This can be test 1. Right. Now what type of access I can provide you? Ideally, we'll have two types of credentials. First is our access key, which is used to access softwares console like that. See, we'll have AWS API, CLI, command line interfaces, software development kit, and other development tools. First type. Second type is they can access the console. So how they can access the console? Let me give them a custom password. So that password I'm going to provide them. This will be the password which I provided them. And this is the policy. Like once they log in, so they are not able to change their username and password. Nothing else. I'm going to provide them initially. Next, create user. Now user are created. Okay, I can send them mail or I can download the CSV file, which is holding their credential. Now, see, this is a test user. So how this user can log in, what are the access they have? So let me open an incognito mode in this Chrome. There I want to access the respective user. So the same URL I'm going with, aws.amazon.com. We'll have an option log back in. Now, if you want to go with the IAM user, so it need account ID or alias. So where is my account ID, guys? Let me go to the dashboard. ID you can find there. And this is the alias. Alias can be a name. So either you can log in with this ID or you can log in with this name. So this is a user defined name. You can define according to your choice. So let me paste it there. I can click on next. Now it is looking for the username, which is test1, which I recently created, and then a password, which I set up. All right. So this is the reason. Now done. Fine. There you will find that this is the username test1 @alias. Alias name can be a company name, organization name, anything. So the same console you will find. What is my default reason, guys? By default, my reason is US West. Let me change this to the same reason. All right. Now, for example, if this user, I'll give him to like the storage work. Okay, like you can work on my storage section, my S3, my bucket. So that user want to access the bucket. So he can go to the storage option. There he'll find a S3. But once he'll click on S3, let me check. User access the S3 or not. All right. So he find that no buckets. All right. In this reason, like user find no bucket. But let me check. Do I have any bucket? Of course, I'll have some. Let me show you in the new tab. oh, I'll have two buckets. But why this user is not able to access? Because user does not have any respective permission. So I need to give some permission to this user. How can I give them? Let me click on this test one, the username, and there we'll have a permission. So let me click on this add permission. By default, AWS have like 767 like that permission. I'm not sure. Let me check the number, 767, right? So these are the permission. In like from them, I just want to provide him S3 full access, right? Next, add permission. Looks fine. Now let me refresh this page. Even the create bucket option was not enabled for this user. See, now these two buckets are visible to this user. This is how IAM works. What you guys can do, like you can create a user group. Like if someone join as a developer, someone join as a DBA guy, anyone, so you can add them. Like see, I had already created this developer, like someone is from storage. So what I can do, I can provide a name storage and I can give them a permission. Either I can add this people. Okay, test one, but test one was already added. So let me go with that. And which permission we want to provide? S3 full access. Oh, that is finding from the drop down menu. Fine. Now, see in the bottom, you will find this button, create group, and the new group is created. One user is already there. It means test 2 is by default having this access. Let me check. Sign out, log back in as a IAM user. All right, 1 second. Let me copy that again. Otherwise, what I can do, I can copy this section as well. The username is test2. Password is this. Let me click on sign in. This is second user. And there we'll have S3. And by default, this user find this access. This is about the IAM. Okay, like, but instead of that, what are the other access? Like we'll have something which is known as API access, CLI access. So the CLI access, which I shown you in the previous video related to the EC2, we'll have some API access as well that we'll see that how to access API with IAM in another video, guys. All right, thank you.